Welcome to the Enthink Foundation Suite demo for OpenText's Web Site Management, or WSM, formerly known as RedDot. The Enthink Foundation Suite includes many new features to improve the authoring experience in SmartEdit, but it also includes our best practices for building WSM projects. We will be reviewing the Enthink Foundation Suite in a sample project which includes some standard components. We have a header and footer, there's navigation, we have breadcrumbs, and we have a selection of column layouts. Here we can see a 2-column layout with some sample content in the main column and a few teasers in our right rail. Let's enter editing mode. We are now presented with the brand new, well-designed editing interfaces of the Enthink Foundation Suite. In the top corner, we have our Foundation panel, which we'll open and review in a moment. We also see the consistency across all our SmartEdit interfaces, from the Foundation panel, our container menus, and all author editable content classes. Our Foundation Suite uses a neutral design scheme intended to blend in with any project's design. Let's open the Foundation page and review the Foundation panel. The expanded Foundation panel includes vertical tab groupings of related red dots. Naturally, we will extend the groupings and controls based on your specific project. The first grouping is called Manage Page, and it contains red dots for this page's main settings and content. As another example, we have included an SEO and analytics grouping, because analytics often requires many fields for configuration. Users managing these fields may not be the same users managing content. Therefore, by grouping these red dots separately, we simplify the interface and speed up workflow for different types of users. Does this look familiar? In a typical project, we often see when too many red dots are scattered throughout the page. Project administrators do not often have the time nor requirement to build clear and concise user interfaces for your authors. As pages and components are created or modified during the life cycle of the project, authoring interfaces often take a back seat, leaving red dots placed inconsistently. The design standards of the Enthink Foundation Suite not only improve the user experience, they will provide long-term direction for authoring interfaces in your project. And just like the Foundation panel for your Foundation page, each component also has its own dedicated and styled SmartEdit interface. Our best practices require using consistent, organized menus for managing content and settings to avoid those messy red dot projects. Let's take a look at some sample features in our demo project's Foundation page with the grouped red dot, edit title and settings. This red dot follows our best practice of using the parent-child red dot feature, allowing us to tailor this form with fields specifically relevant to your authors. Here we have well-organized fields and options commonly included in our projects. We have naming fields for an alternative navigation title, browser title, and breadcrumb title. These features can be very important for branding your pages. Next up, we include options to manage page display, behavior, and layout. These are powerful tools for page control, and they allow your authors and marketing team much more creativity. For example, the column layout option gives page layout control directly to your authors, and we will customize these values based on your project's design. Column controls can even allow authors to temporarily hide sidebar content without disconnecting pages. Lastly, we have some options for turning breadcrumbs on or off, hiding the heading on the page, and even hiding the page in navigation. These are just some of the features we can provide in your project. Let's cancel out of the form and head back to our Foundation panel. The panel itself is draggable, and it remembers where you left it when the page reloads. Whether the page is open or closed, the entire panel can also be minimized if needed by clicking the shade icon. We have also included a toolbar in the Foundation panel with some very helpful features. First up, on the right, you can see the Add to Clipboard tool, which will quickly add this page to your clipboard. You can immediately find the page in the SmartEdit clipboard panel on the right-hand side. To our surprise, there was no Add button in the clipboard panel, but considering how useful the clipboard is, we decided to implement this feature on our Foundation panel. Next, we have the Page Information tool, which opens a dialog that includes some commonly referenced metadata about the page. We would typically customize this based on your project, including any special requests from authors. Generally, it includes the file name, the page status and workflow, any keywords applied, and the last modification date and editor. Next up, the Page Notes tool, which utilizes the built-in notes feature of WSM. Notes are a feature that we've found is underutilized, as it's only accessible in SmartEdit through a right-click menu when the page is open. Therefore, we have decided to include this tool right on the Foundation panel to help authors quickly make notes in SmartEdit, improving your team's workflow. In the dialog, we have the note content, the author, the date and time, and if you're the note author, you can, of course, delete your note. We have also included some of these tools on each content class menu. Here, we have both the page information dialog and add to clipboard. Both of these tools are very helpful when managing content across multiple pages with multiple authors involved. Let's now create a new page with Navigation Manager. Say a support page. We'll now get our first look at one of the amazing new features of the Enthink Foundation Suite, the Page Wizard. Clicking on our new page, we are presented with the brand new Page Wizard. The Page Wizard provides an intuitive and guided interface for authors to easily create new pages. The available tabs and options will help authors to quickly set required fields and common element values. The first tab presents required fields. In our sample project, we have a couple of page types, and by selecting the article page type, we can see there are required fields for tagline and date. With the Required tab, there's no more hunting down various required fields and options in a long RedDot form. And there's no need to refer to documentation to know what elements are even required for different page types. Furthermore, for projects using the Categories and Keywords feature of WSM, we can speed up your author's workflow by automatically adding keywords based on the page type. Next, we have the Naming tab. Here we have the same naming and title fields we saw when we were editing the red dots in the Foundation panel. All the fields are pre-filled based on the headline we entered when creating the page. And here, the file name already parses out spaces. In one quick automatic step, the Naming tab helps us bypass slow SmartEdit pop-up forms and even help us protect the project from empty file names. Next, we have the Layout tab, which provides a graphical representation of the same column layout options we saw in the standard RedDot form. Given the news article page type we chose, this two-column layout has actually been pre-selected. Naturally, we will customize the available layouts and options based on your project. For example, in a project using responsive design, we can include options to control how this page might behave in mobile resolutions. The last tab provides more advanced page controls, allowing authors to bypass a standard RedDot form and quickly move on to content creation. And just like the page layout, the toggles can be preset based on the selected page type. Now we will click Save. The Page Wizard will store all the data and options of our new page, and it will assign the file name. When the page loads, we see our headings and titles are set, we have the two columns we were expecting, and components like the header and footers are automatically connected. In just a few clicks, the Page Wizard provides a well-configured new page in a fraction of the time. At Enthink, we believe creating new pages should really be this quick and easy, and we will tailor the Page Wizard to include the controls your authors need when creating new pages. We have also added a link to the Page Wizard in the Foundation panel's toolbar, because managing settings with the Page Wizard is much quicker than the traditional RedDot form. We have another exciting feature of the Enthink Foundation Suite to present, the brand new Quick Actions menu. Let's quickly review adding a new piece of content to the main column in a standard RedDot fashion. With the page open, we can click the container red dot we see here for the main column. Then we will click Create and Connect Page. Note that we group content classes based on their type. Here we see the sample body content classes, which are available for the main column. Well-organized content classes are another best practice we use to help keep author components separate from other content classes. Furthermore, as another best practice, we use the pre-assignment feature of WSM to ensure your page containers only accept approved components. We've now reviewed what it takes to create content. a multi-step process of opening the page, traversing a host of pop-ups, and reloads. At Enthink, we believe content creation should be much faster. You may have noticed this gray icon adjacent to the standard container RedDot. By hovering your mouse over this icon, you are provided with our brand new Quick Actions menu for managing container content. In the Quick Actions menu, we have included options to quickly add content classes, order existing page content, and disconnect pages. These tasks are so common in SmartEdit, we wanted to bring this functionality out of the tedious pop-up system and directly to the author. Let's add some new content. By opening the Quick Actions menu and clicking on the content class we want, we have now added new content in a matter of seconds. Content creation and content migration has never been faster in SmartEdit. With the page order feature, we can reorder the pages directly in the menu. If necessary, an author can cancel out or even reset the ordering back to its initial state. Let's move this item to the top and save. When the page reloads, we can see our content at the top as expected. Similarly, the disconnect page feature allows authors to quickly disconnect pages from this container without opening a RedDot. Here we see the list of each item in our main column, and simply clicking on an item will reload our page with that item gone. Throughout the lifetime of a project, the new Quick Actions feature of the Enthink Foundation Suite will drastically improve working inside SmartEdit for your authors. We are very excited to speak with you about bringing new life to your WSM projects and customizing the Enthink Foundation Suite to meet your needs. To learn more about Enthink, please visit our website at enthink.com. If you have any questions, our contact information is in the YouTube description below. Thank you for watching.